Unboxing the Akko 5075. Let's get into this. Let's see how much Akko has changed because I actually haven't used one of their keyboards or unboxed one of their keyboards in quite a long time.
If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below.
So this one has the silver V3 Pros, which is pretty sweet. I loved the silvers, but let's get into this. Their packaging hasn't changed too much, and I loved Akko so much, I was famously called a shill. Not a shill, never paid by any of the keyboard companies, except Yunzai, but that was just sponsored mid-roll ads. But let's see how this is. The keyboard space has changed a lot since Akko was just blowing up and doing a phenomenal job. This is a thicker dust cover, which is nice, but still nothing super special, but definitely nice to have. Getting the keyboard out, you have some PE foam, which is really nice to mod it if you want. All right, so this is just a black keyboard, so nothing super crazy here, but in a lot of ways, it looks like these are the same ASA profile keycaps they've been using for a long time, and out of the box, this plastic just feels a lot cheaper than it used to, which is really quite strange, honestly. Yeah, so it's a little bit texturized up here, but like, I don't know if you can hear this. That's the sound that it makes. That's not as like thick feeling as the other Akko keyboards used to be. Looks like basically the same design, but that is a much cheaper plastic for sure. Also, there is a scratch on there. I don't believe I did that, but we have the same USB dongle and we have dual stage risers, which is nice. We have some RGB elements here, but for the price, I don't love this case at all. It feels really chintzy. Let's see if there's any flex. Ooh, yeah, this is a flexy board. Now, this might be better for typing. Let's see how it is, but there's some kind of like creaks and there's kind of some like things, I don't know, moving around a little weird. This doesn't feel as good as it used to. It also makes that sound when you move it, which might just be the space bar. Nope, not the space bar. Okay, so that's a little interesting, but it kind of did sound like it sounded amazing, so maybe that's the saving grace. Let's get into this before we jump into it. Obviously, we've got our paperwork here, but what's inside the accessory box? We've got some extra rubber gaskets. We got a nice switch puller. That's a very nice switch puller. We have some extra switches in here, extra keycaps in case you want it to be white. I forgot that Akko used to do that a lot, which is really great. We got a switch puller, and then just your standard rubberized USB-C cable. Now with this, I'm actually really quick, just gonna switch these out to see what it looks like. We can also see the purple stabilizers there, which I believe, I don't know if these are different or not, but I believe I really liked the purple stabilizers that they were making. All right, now I'm gonna keep it like that. You can also do these in white, which would look cool, but I kind of wanted a little bit more stealth. But now the test. So again, we've got a ton of flex here. The case feels cheaper. It is fairly light. It's not crazy light, but definitely on the lighter side. Let's see how this sounds. It sounds very much like an Akko keyboard. They still have that same kind of PE foam Akko switch sound. Like it's very Akko, which isn't a bad thing. And these switches feel great. I love the quicker travel. The bottom out feel is really good. I'm gonna put the mic up to it so you can hear. The stabilizers here are solid. They're really good. They feel great, not like Keychron stabilizers, which I don't know why everyone doesn't mention that, but Keychron stabilizers just don't feel good. Even after modding, these feel really good, and I think if you lubed them and stuff, you definitely don't need to. I wouldn't if I was modding this, but you could if you wanted to. Overall, I really like the sound. I love the switches. If you're buying this keyboard, it's for the switches. I don't love the build quality. I think maybe when you pick it up, it doesn't feel great. On the desk, you know, it doesn't feel too bad. And the knob here has a very small amount of wiggle, but when using it, yeah, this feels great. Good click, nice tactile bumps, and very little wobble, which is nice. We'll also have a Mac and Windows switch, and those are also the on button, and we can see here, ooh, that RGB is nice. Yeah. We can also see all the backlights here, and big deal, south-facing LEDs. So all in, if what you're looking for is some good RGB, south-facing LEDs, and those Akko switches that are basically out of the box right how you would want them. It's a good sounding keyboard. It's very Akko sounding, and solid stabilizers out of the box. You really don't need to do anything to this, but at this price point, you can also get a fully metal body. So that's gonna have to be something that you're gonna have to consider. But yeah, with that, let's get to the full review.
The Akko 5075B+, coming in at a price tag of $99.99. Now, this is a 75% form factor that has a two-piece plastic case design that does have quite a bit of flex, but also has bright and well diffused RGB accents on the sides. There's dongle storage on the rear and a knob with tactile bumps. This is also gasket mounted, and for dampening there is silicone in the case, a switch dampening pad, as well as more silicone between the plate and the PCB. This is very nice. The dampening makes the sound high quality, and overall, I like the way it sounds very Akko, but when picking up the case, it doesn't feel super expensive. The plastics do feel cheaper, but the overall product, the typing experience, and the sound of it is great. So it's kind of hard to knock that, but also, it is what it is. These use Akko's own switches, and you have a choice between Akko's V3 Cream Yellow Pros, which are linears, V3 Cream Blue Pro switches, which are tactiles, and the V3 Silver Pros, which is what I have and probably my favorite for this keyboard. The silvers have a fantastic bottom out feel that's really quite nice for both gaming and typing. They are a lighter linear switch that's probably the most suited for gaming of the Akko lineup, or definitely in that category of a great gaming switch. They are smooth, and really, I don't think anyone will be unhappy with these switch options. But if you do end up wanting to change your switches out, this is fully hot swappable with 3 and 5 pin switches. Now, as for keycaps, this is classic Akko. They use their ASA profile keycaps here. They are double shot PBT. For the price, these are great keycaps. They have nice printing, great thickness, and a slightly grippy texture. Overall, a really nice set of keycaps for this price point. However, if you've ever had an Akko keyboard before, this is nothing new. So this might not even make it onto your choice because, well, Akko really hasn't updated these keycaps or changed anything really over the last couple of years, which isn't a bad thing. This is a fantastic option. But if you want something new and you already have Akko's ASA profile keycaps, you might not be as attracted to this option. Now, let's talk stabilizers. These are very well tuned, as well as being lubed from the factory with only a slight tick on the backspace specifically. Overall, very good. I really like Akko's purple stabilizers. These are great, but don't take my word for it. Take a listen to the sound test. Now, for connectivity, this is wired with a USB Type-C or wireless with Bluetooth 5.0, or wireless for gaming with a 2.4 gigahertz USB dongle. So you have pretty much every option there. And the cherry on top of all that is this has south-facing LEDs. So overall, a great keyboard to mod, with really the only con being that the case does feel a little bit cheap and it's a little bit flexible. Although that might actually be better for the feeling of the keyboard on desk. Who knows? I think it may add to it. Now, lastly, the RGB here is great. It's nice and bright and vibrant. There's tons of modes. There's static colors. It's perky lighting. It's exactly what you'd expect here. Again, if you want to check out this exact same product, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. And if you want to check out my main channel with longer form content, you can check that out right here. But this is a consumer tech review high speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.